Good morning, everybody. My apologies. I woke up stupid late. This is gonna be a rough one this morning, but at least I got coffee, so it could be worse. What's up, Ninja Kid? Good to see you, buddy. Alan the King, Yellowstone Mining, AC Mining, Automatic Beats. What's up, buddy? Who else is here? I think I saw Retro Mike said it was too early. Hey, at least you were up earlier than me, that's for sure. Let's see. Steven Cicero, Automatic Beats, my man. Dumpster Fire, Chad Wicks. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Everybody else that I may have missed, Rude Puts, good morning, or good afternoon, actually, to you. All right, let's check out the market today, and then we're going to dive into a couple videos, trying to keep today a little short, just because I didn't have time to plan too much. Teaspoon, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. All right, let's see. Bitcoin, overall, 27.8. Not too bad. I mean, it's been floating between 27 and 30 for the last, month, right? We have Ethereum 1800, Doge still at 7 cents, XRP's at 42 cents. I think there was some XRP drama, if I'm not mistaken. Litecoin, I just noticed 79 bucks. What is happening to Litecoin? That's miserable. All right, crypto bubbles. Look at this. So we have over here, BSV is pumping 26% today. BGB, I don't even know what that is. BCH, look at that. Lido, nice. All right, let's check on the week. Pepe is still up 73.2%, but it's coming down nonetheless. So are you guys interested in purchasing any of this crap, or are you guys just going to let it fall flat on its face? Let me know. My 5-year-old son lost his first tooth last night. Nice, man. Teaspoon Miner, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's interesting. Interesting. I remember those days. You guys remember that when you had a loose tooth and it would just kind of dangle in your mouth and you didn't know what to do as a kid? So weird. So weird. All right, let's see. Fear and Greed Index, 51%. It's in neutral territory. Interesting. So to be honest, I think we're going to see some either good or bad news. This is like dead center. That's weird. When it's dead center like that, you usually expect a big move one way or the other. That's just my opinion. All right, let's see. Bitcoin, Ethereum, these are the top 10 coins. Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP, Cardano, Lido Staked Ether, Dogecoin, and Polygon. Nice. Nothing's really changed there. All right, let's get into it. I'm tired. Done talking. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Throw it in the chat. I'm going to put up a poll in a second, but I want to see what Crypto World over here has to say. This is posted 17 hours ago, so it is yesterday. But, I mean, it's still relevant to what we're doing today. And then Altcoin Daily posted a video last night. We're going to watch that as well. Links to everything will be down in the description below. Feel free to ask if you guys have any questions in the chat or in the comments later. Let's do it.
Today, Binance lifts its pause on Bitcoin withdrawals amid heavy volumes. The DOJ reportedly investigates the world's largest crypto exchange for possible Russian sanctions violations. And Benedict Shupley of Obligate weighs in on Mika's influence on the rest of the world when it comes to crypto regulation. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Pippa Stevens. A sell-off hitting digital currencies over the weekend, and Bitcoin is extending those losses this morning. By noon Eastern, the cryptocurrency fell to the $27,000 level, thanks in part to Binance reporting congestion on Bitcoin's network over the weekend. Ether also took a hit this morning, falling to $1,800, and Polygon's Matic token fell to 93 cents. Now, several meme tokens had rallies in recent days, but even those are tumbling back down as investors look to take profits. Okay, let's talk more about that traffic jam on Binance. The crypto exchange resumed Bitcoin withdrawals after a second pause over the weekend because of heavy volumes and rising processing fees. Yesterday, Binance tweeted it temporarily closed Bitcoin withdrawals due to the large volume of pending transactions. A little more than 2.5 hours later, Binance announced that Bitcoin withdrawals had resumed. Binance faced another pause for around 2 hours Sunday afternoon, and this morning, the crypto exchange tweeted that all pending Bitcoin withdrawal transactions have been processed. In the series of tweets, Binance wrote that its set fees did not anticipate the recent surge in Bitcoin network gas fees, and that it is replacing the pending Bitcoin withdrawal transactions with a higher fee so that they can get picked up by mining pools. Binance later tweeted that it had adjusted its fees to, quote, prevent a similar recurrence. Next, sticking with Binance, the Justice Department is reportedly investigating whether the exchange violated sanctions on Russia. According to Bloomberg, the DOJ is launching a probe to find out if Binance illegally let Russians move funds onto the exchange to avoid U.S. sanctions. At the onset of the Russian invasion of Ukraine more than a year ago, countries around the world cracked down on business with Russian citizens, and the EU implemented a sweeping ban on crypto services. Now, we reached out to Binance and the DOJ for comment, but didn't hear back right away. But the crypto exchange told Bloomberg that it had a zero-tolerance policy on double registrations, anonymous identities, and obscure sources of money. Last, Liechtenstein is gearing up to accept Bitcoin, at least for some government services. The country's Prime Minister Daniel Risch told German newspaper Handelsblatt, quote, a payment option for Bitcoin is coming, and that the country would accept Bitcoin deposits, which would then be converted into Swiss francs. Now, Risch didn't give a timeline for the new payment options rollout, but the move comes as governments across Europe look to regulate cryptocurrencies.
That's kind of a big deal, no? That's interesting.
And speaking of European crypto regulation, last month EU lawmakers approved the world's first comprehensive framework for regulation. So what has changed since then? And what does this mean for the US? For our main story, Crypto World's Mackenzie Sigalo spoke with Benedict Schupley, the co-founder and co-CEO of blockchain company Obligate, to find out.
So Mika, it's the world's first comprehensive set of rules aimed at regulating the crypto industry. Can you walk us through some of the highlights?
Hi, Mac. Yeah, so it is certainly the first of its kind in terms of a major economic zone like the European Union implementing this all across the European single market, which is almost the size of the U.S. Economy. So Mika, the markets in crypto assets regulation, implements rules for crypto asset service providers that can be crypto exchanges, brokerage firms, as well as issuers of cryptocurrencies, so utility tokens, protocol tokens, and also stablecoin issuers.
Right, and that is a piece that I want to better understand. What is the significance outside the Eurozone of this first set of rules being rolled out?
Well, so I think crypto has been around for a while now, right? So it's 2023. It's been more than 10 years, and so different jurisdictions across the globe have already implemented regulations, found ways to deal with this new set of virtual value transfer system. But I think Mika will definitely change in that it's harmonized across the European Union with more than 500 million people. It's one of the most important markets for crypto. And I think, like we've seen with the data protection regulation, GDPR, that was implemented in the European Union a few years ago, it will potentially also set a standard for other markets to follow suit. Especially if you're, let's say, a large, company, a Web2 company in California, the European single market is so important for you. You're going to have to comply with that in order to maintain your access. But I think it's going to be actually the same with Mika for crypto asset service providers.
And I definitely want to dig more into that, especially given the conversation that's happening here in the U.S. around regulation and this kind of almost competition happening between different federal regulators in terms of who owns the space in terms of overseeing the industry. But before we get to that, one part of Mika that I'm especially interested in has to do with stablecoin regulation. Now, it seems as though there are obviously certain reserve requirements, but there's also these daily limits of I think around $220 million for some of the US dollar peg stablecoins. And I have a couple questions about this. Is this a headwind to US dollar dominance? Is it singling out US dollar pegged stablecoins versus Euro pegged stablecoins? What's the thinking here?
So I can honestly only surmise what the thinking is behind here. So first of all, I think it's just certainly a tool to make sure that the payment rails are still dominated by the traditional financial institutions, whether it's the central banks themselves or the commercial banks in their role, in money creation and money transfer. And so I don't know if it's actually, there's this geopolitical angle to it. And I think also it has to do regulators sometimes they're also just very much overwhelmed by what's happening. We see stable coins like Tether with, I think almost 80 billion in market cap. We see USDC falling down to 30 billion. These are very sizable, economies that are built on chain. And I think regulators sometimes, they also just want to, I guess, slow innovation a little bit by, introducing these limitations. And I think for the EU must also be said, there's a difference between stable coins, which are, backed by actual fiat money. And you already had a regulatory framework for this. It's a long time, and it's called electronic money. So now they're just implementing additional set of rules for electronic money, which is in the form of blockchain-based tokens. So this would apply, to Circle and others like them.
I mean, is this problematic? You mentioned Tether with a market cap of around $80 billion, and if they're capped at $220 million in daily transaction volume, like across the entire European Union, is that going to be an issue?
I mean, I think this will really start making then carving a wedge between those who want to comply, those who are regulated companies, really with the intentions to conform with regulations across the globe, like Circle. They just announced they're going to set up shop in France, and those on the other side, like Tether. I mean, Tether is not regulated. It's immensely popular, but there is a huge risk associated with these types of assets. And I think that will definitely have a huge impact on these providers, as it relates to European Union. So it will be difficult for also service providers, to keep dealing with Tether, in my opinion.
Okay, so I want to broaden this out and talk about Mika, in the wider context of, the U.S. still not having any sort of hard and fast rules when it comes to regulation, waiting for one of these bills on Capitol Hill to be passed so that we get marching orders from lawmakers with respect to whether the CFTC or the SEC, has some sort of jurisdiction over the space, or if they're splitting and, dividing and conquering in terms of their duties with respect to regulation. So I guess the question is, I mean, does this make the EU a more ideal jurisdiction? Like you said, a lot of these crypto firms are hungry for just clear rules from lawmakers, and that's something that is now offered through Mika. Is this a massive headwind for the US?
I personally think absolutely. If we look at the Web 2 dominance of the US, I think the EU certainly has missed out on a lot of that. I think, most of the, largest companies in the world currently are, in the US and have profited from this Web 2 boom. And for Web 3, so, Europe has always played quite a vital role. So a number of the largest protocol foundations have already been set up in Europe, not the European Union, mostly in Switzerland. So it will definitely have an impact. And I think for those players in the current state of the market, so let's say, we reach the utility phase of the technology. So those who want to provide services that have a benefit for consumers and are less focused on, let's say, speculation and all of that, regulation has a benefit because you know what you can do and what you can't do. And the worst thing, being an entrepreneur or builder in this space really is the unclarity, the uncertainty that you've had in the US for such a long time. And I think, we need to take these words of admonition seriously, when they come from people like Brian Armstrong, who have built, huge businesses in the US. I think Coinbase almost has, almost like 100 million customers in the US alone. And so this is sizable. And if they say, we're a public company, we've been listed, we've gone through a lot of processes to get there, and still we do not, get any words of, clarity towards what we can do and what we can't do. All the more we actually get enforcement actions taken against us. There's a lot of reasons to say, well, we're considering setting up shop elsewhere.
Okay, that's all for Crypto World today. But if you're looking for more crypto coverage, you can...
We'll watch them again tomorrow. All right, yeah. So, Mr. Magic Lucky, yeah, this was a big story yesterday, right? So, unfortunately, there's no really I don't know much about what's going on unless these guys actually, put out videos or whatever. So nobody's really talking about it yesterday morning when we were actually live, and then yesterday afternoon. It was a shit show with myself and my daughter joining me, opening those A2000s. So yeah, because she wouldn't nap. So anyways, let's get on to Mr. Altcoin Daily's video. He talks about this a little bit as well. The drama with Binance. So we'll see what they have to say there. If you guys have any questions, again, just at me in the chat. And Condibits, I think that was who we were talking to. No, sorry, Black Sales. So Saturday Night Live, Misfit Mining Saturday Night Live, right, on my channel, 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. We had a huge discussion with Jeff Key from Flux and Proof of Useful Work, and it's actually going to be benchmarks coming soon for that project. Once those come, it's going to be, I think, before the Miami conference that a lot of guys here are going to. So I don't know, just go listen to that and you'll be a little more excited about the future of mining with Flux. It's kind of interesting, to be honest. All right, shout out to Altcoin Daily. Let's see what he has to say.
The Bitcoin network is in trouble. The number of unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions have reached a new all-time high of over 485,000. The average cost to send one Bitcoin transaction has jumped to $19.20, and pictures of frogs and other memes have rendered the BTC blockchain useless for microtransactions. So we have never seen the Bitcoin network this congested ever. Not in the bull market of 2021, not in the bull market of 2017, and this is leaving a lot of people worried that today, while we're not technically, we're sort of in crypto spring, not a bear market, but not full-fledged bull yet. What's this going to look like when we are in bull market and when we do get that onboarding, that onslaught of new users again into crypto? Bitcoin fees just hit a new record, up 500x from just a few months ago, officially marks the start of the arms race to build the best Bitcoin L2s. I'm talking Lightning, I'm talking Stacks, I'm talking Rootstock. All long-term solutions for the network. In the short term, just looking at the mempool today, what's changed so much this cycle in the short term? Well, a major change is Bitcoin ordinals, aka Bitcoin NFTs. The biggest difference now between this jump in transaction fees and past ones with inscriptions is that BRC20 standard is a new way to inscribe. Adoption of this standard is driving fees up.
And it's being used for like meme coin stuff, right? Is that kind of what he's talking about? We read an article on that actually last week. It was like kind of the new thing for all these meme coins.
So while meme coins today are clogging up Ethereum, ordinals are severely clogging up Bitcoin. Due to the emergence of ordinals, Bitcoin NFTs, hundreds of thousands of transactions are stuck/pending. And while on-chain, now the average cost is around $20, many exchanges are charging $60+ to process them. Bitcoin network congestion causes Binance, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange in the world, to pause withdrawals on Bitcoin. That happened yesterday. People were shocked. The world's biggest crypto exchange has now resumed withdrawals, but problems continue to linger for the Bitcoin protocol. And
are you guys nervous about that? Like actually, I guess, happening again? Because if they can straight up halt Bitcoin transactions, that's kind of it's concerning, right? Because the bigger exchanges, do they do that if they're really affected that bad? I don't know. That doesn't seem like a bright future, I guess. It's very concerning, I guess, for me.
The reason Bitcoin ordinals are even a thing this cycle is because the upgrade of Taproot for Bitcoin finally saw adoption, allowing ordinals, aka Bitcoin NFTs, to become a thing. But how are Bitcoin ordinals different from Ethereum NFTs? Well, on a recent episode of NFT Now, friend of the channel Udi breaks it down.
It's not just NFTs on Bitcoin. The dynamics of ordinals are really different from how NFTs work on Ethereum. They're different in two important ways. One is, as the owner of an ordinal, it's truly yours. No one can change it. No one can change the image. You know, what happened to Goblin Towns cannot happen. Doesn't matter what the creator wants. Doesn't matter what kind of royalty marketplace wars are going on. It's permanent. So you guarantee that the image is always going to be on chain. It's always going to be available no matter what happens. As long as Bitcoin exists, the image of the inscription is also going to exist. And it is truly scarce. It is made out of scarce material. So when you create an Ethereum NFT, you know, you could create easily millions a day. With Bitcoin, there's only 4 megabytes of block space available every 10 minutes, and you got to acquire some of it in order to craft your inscription. And there's only a very limited amount of it that's going to be created every day.
And what's the solution here? Meaning, how does the Bitcoin mempool, the amount of unconfirmed transactions that need to be confirmed, this is a live look right now, how does this get fixed? Well, number one, the beauty of Bitcoin is if you want your transaction to go in first, if you want a higher priority, you can pay more. Right now, a high priority transaction is going for over $20, an outrageous amount compared to, whoop, look at that, another block just got cleared. Now a high priority is $18. But the unfortunate part of all this is this does sort of make microtransactions unusable. Nobody would ever pay for a daily transaction, a cup of coffee, with these high fees. And also keep in mind,
have you guys seen Ethereum? I think I sent $25, and it cost me $10 in gas fees. It was insane. It was like more than a third of what I sent. It's so stupid.
This is just an ebb and a flow. We've seen what we thought were outrageous transaction volumes, huge congestion before. Of course, this is much worse.
Oh, wow. Look at that. It's way up here. Holy shit.
Given enough time, this will get cleared. We all just have to wait or pay more. Now, for the Bitcoin blockchain, Binance, along with other major centralized exchanges, have announced they are onboarding to the Lightning Network. This is an L2 for Bitcoin, meaning the infrastructure is rapidly improving for Bitcoin transactions. Again, it's still building. And in terms of the meme coin cloggage for Ethereum, the first meme coin on L2 will shift this equilibrium. Synthetics founder Kane Warwick explains how this new phase of meme coin mania can boost L2's massive adoption. So the creator of Synthetics, heavily respected, tweeted this: the first meme coin that blows up on L2 will shift this equilibrium. We've seen people learn about Uniswap back in the day to be able to FOMO into things. I think they will learn how to bridge to an L2 if some random thing is blowing up. Yes, I can see it. It would be much more sensible for these meme coins to deploy on an L2 like Arbitrum, Avalanche, Polygon, Optimism, but there are fewer people there and more friction to ask them to bridge at this moment from mainnet. Yes, all these ETH scalers are also all these ETH killers. They really thrive during bull markets or during times of peak congestion, because in a bear market, everybody is just comfortable using Ethereum until it becomes too slow or too expensive. I am going to keep tabs on this. Make sure you subscribe for a daily video keeping you informed about crypto. Now,
I think that would be because it's too expensive, not because it's too slow. What do you guys think? I mean, Ethereum's overall not stupid slow, but I mean, it's not stupid fast, but overall I would be more concerned about the gas fees, not so much the, how fast it is.
Big news if you hold XRP, a direct quote from CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple's tussle with the SEC to cost the firm over $200 million. Here's Brad Garlinghouse at the 2023 Dubai FinTech Summit over the weekend, speaking about XRP and the SEC.
Guys, hit that like button if you could.
So what's your message to the SEC chair as you sit here in the UAE and in Dubai announcing an expansion of your business to this region, given the state of regulation in the United States right now?
Who? No, I'm kidding. All right, so look, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I find it as a company that started in the United States and as someone who's a U.S. citizen, it's sad. Like, I have sadness about this. The U.S. is getting passed not just a little bit, but by a lot. And but the tough thing about this is you have a country that I think has put politics ahead of policy, and that's not a good decision if you're trying to invest in the economy. You're seeing it, certainly here in the UAE with VARA, the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. Certainly what's happened recently in Europe with MiCA. The United States is definitely stuck. And Ripple, the case with the SEC, we will spend, the first time I've shared this publicly, by the time it's said and done, we will have spent $200 million defending
$200 million defending their position against the SEC.
Defending ourselves against a lawsuit, which from its very beginning, people were like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. You have video footage of the chair of the SEC as a professor at MIT saying 75% of these digital assets are commodities. And now he says they're all securities because he's the head of the SEC and he's seeking power and he's putting power ahead of sound policy to grow an economy in the United States. Blockchain technologies are being invested in and pursued in the entrepreneurship outside the United States. And one of the first pieces of advice I give entrepreneurs when they come and ask me, hey, I'm getting something started, I'll say, if I were you, I would not start in the United States. And I think there's a lot of US-based companies and even US public companies that would agree with that.
So is this the death of XRP in the United States, or will they come back stronger? Well, a judgment on the SEC case is expected in the next 3 to 6 weeks, according to reports. And while we have heard that before, so who knows?
I was going to say 3 to 6 weeks, but we've been hearing that for like the last 3 years.
The minute I get an update on this case, I will let you know. And major Ethereum dApp Aave is not waiting for the congestion to clear out. They're moving to L2s. Aave version 3 launches on Ethereum Layer 2 network Metis. So this is not the first ETH scaler that Aave continues to launch on, but Metis, they saw value in, is the next in line. Aave's community recently voted in favor of a proposal deploying on zero-knowledge ZK proof EVM ZK Sync. And while Aave has yet to deploy on ZK Sync Era, it has announced its deployment of V3 of its protocol on optimistic rollup scaling protocol Metis. So what is the difference between optimistic rollups and ZK rollups? Well, Ethereum.org highlights the main difference between optimistic rollups and ZK rollups. The former, meaning optimistic, processes transactions off-chain before publishing data on-chain with a time frame for network participants to challenge the validity of transaction data. So that's optimistic rollups. And ZK rollups, meanwhile, execute transactions off-chain and submits large batches on-chain using single proof of validity with no need for the network to validate the data. Either way, great for Metis, great for Aave. Make sure you do not miss, if you haven't watched already, do not miss our interview with Xmana, how Xmana is about to change sports, entertainment, and cryptocurrency.
I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen this? I haven't had a chance to watch it. I think they posted it yesterday as well, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Altcoin Daily. Man, I'm exhausted today. I don't know about you guys. Everybody here tired? Let's see. Arbitrum by the dip. Why? What's Arbitrum look like? Let's go see. Let's go see. ARB, right? There we go. Let's see. $1.11. What was it at? Let's go to the 7-day. Oh, wow. Dropped, what, 20-something cents? Pretty good. Pretty decent. Mr. Zapirate, thanks for being a member for 9 months, man. Appreciate you. You're awesome. All right, Arbitrum. Let's see what, you know what? Let's see what the gainers are today, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see. 24-hour volume. No, we'll just do 24-hour earners. So Bitcoin SV, 27%. Let me see. I do still have that on. Okay. Lido up 11.5. What's Kava? Kava. Who's into this? Anybody? It's in 99. Top 100 coins up 10.7%. Interesting. What is this? Let's see the last 30 days. Oh, this is down overall, but not much. I mean, 20 cents or so, almost 15 cents. Mr. Steven Cicero, VIP for 12 months, dude. You're awesome. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for being a VIP. All right, let's see what else we got. So, BitGet token, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic's up. Nice. I mean, it's under 20 bucks, but still up 3.1% today. Not bad. Could be worse. Interesting. Nothing important though, really, to be honest. Here, I really wish Ethereum Classic would come out with some news and do something in the space. Because man, I need this coin to pump. We need Ethereum Classic to pump. That way we could bring back GPU mining like it used to be. Ethereum Classic needs to do something. Can somebody make a meme where you just poke it with a stick? Oh my god. All right, guys. Anyways, my wife has to get to work early, so I got to get on daddy duty super early today, and I'm exhausted, not gonna lie. So I apologize for the late stream and the the length of it. It's only about a half hour long, but you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. BSV, Bitcoin Cash. What are you asking? Sorry, it is not the same, if that's what you're asking me. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash. You never heard of these, Mr. Chadwicks? Yeah, these are just BCH is actually, if I'm not mistaken, these are the guys that made Nexa, the developers. Sorry, I'm not even showing my screen. I'm just talking about the screen I'm looking at. You guys aren't even seeing it. For Bitcoin Cash is, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're involved with Nexa, or they're the same devs from Nexa. Let's see real quick. Oh God, hold on. Sorry, fellas. Where is it? Team. Let's see. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty positive these guys are, or some of them did or were involved with Bitcoin Cash. If I'm not mistaken. I forget where I heard that, or I read it somewhere. Keep saying Bitcoin Unlimited. To the users of Bitcoin Unlimited, this means low and predictable fees, reliable confirmation times, and usable instant transactions. Let's see. I am solo mining QI blockchain, QIE. Have you heard of it? I have not, Ninja Kid. I'm gonna have to look. Avian's up 120%. What? Avian is? Are you sure? In the last 7 days, maybe? Oh God. Pepe's top spot. Let's see. Is Avian even on CoinGecko? It is. Oh wow. It is up 75.6%. Oh, it's not ranked. I wonder if that's why it doesn't show it. That's interesting. That kind of sucks actually for us. When I click on the 24 hours and it doesn't show that it's up. Damn, I need to recover my wallet. I really need to recover my wallet. Oh, that's terrible. All right. Anyways, guys, Avian's up. Go get over there and sell it all. I don't even know where you could sell it. Somewhere. I just hold it, but that's crazy. 75%. What's actually, you know what, real quick, let's just look 30-day. Oh wow, a pumped here too. Jesus. I mean, it's been popping off randomly, huh? What's so exciting about Avian? Like, why is it popping up? Look at this. Like, why did it go all the way up here? That's kind of unheard of. That's like a 300% raise from where it's at. That's crazy. But that's, I mean, it looks like it fought to get up there here and didn't. I don't know. Interesting. Discord pump and dumps, probably. Manipulation, yeah. If I had to guess. Gotta recover my Avian too. Yeah, it's on a different computer. And I totally, every time I open the wallet, it's just gone. Like nothing's on the wallet dashboard. But I guess I just have to re-download the wallet, input the keys, and then that's it. So, I don't know. Anyways, what are you saying, Mr. Patrick Murphy? What's the volume? I don't know, man. What's the volume? Let's see. Down here? What are you looking at? What are you gonna look at? Oh boy. That's not gonna work. What's the volume? Where do I even see volume on here? I'd have to go look. Let's go to CoinMarketCap, I guess. And then I gotta get out of here. Let's see. Avian. Let's see. Volume right here today is at 5,054. Let's see. Hold on. How do I? Let's go to 1 month. Over here it was 3 times the volume. 154. Look, I'll show you guys. Sorry, I didn't realize it was not big screened, but yeah, so you can see the volume bottom number on this box here. 153,000, right? And then this one is, let me see, where we're at today. It's only at 5,000. Holy shit. That's crazy. And this is at 10,000 over here. Wait, hold on. That is 153,000. That's crazy. Wild. 13,000 there. Interesting. Okay, I asked and answered my own question. Like a top G says. Perfect. All right. Turtle coin's pumping too. What the hell is turtle coin? I'm not even getting into that one. Maybe we'll talk about it this afternoon. But guys, all right. Appreciate you all. You're all amazing. I gotta get to daddy duty. So hopefully you guys have a good Tuesday. I'll see you guys hopefully this afternoon around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd say between 2 and 2:30. But until then, have a good day and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.